to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Red 60 out block.
Geis with a carry on second down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike check 33. 33. And I'm coming after you.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Showing up. Under 10. 80 weapon.
Now Jones. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
51 to Mike, 51 to Mike. 3 bud. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Yeah.
I got you. 51 Mike 51. Here we go.
Jones now going to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
65. 65. Slam. Check 9. Check. Quick the edge. Come.
Ready.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He's checking. Crash.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
61, matchbox, lights.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Back to throw. Jones going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Delta.
49, check 49.
Joker. Check 43. Alert 3.
Hey, Alpha. Yeah.
To throw on third down, Jones. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. X3. 218, chopper. We got double up. Hey, Charlie.
51's the mic. Watch the run.
Mike.
Throwing on second down, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Travis Kelce, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a run with Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready. 50 seconds to mine. Here we go.
Now a toss. This is Geis. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
General West.
Flare.
Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Now it's Haskins. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returning it is Moore. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
Yo, go, go.
Be ready, be ready. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, 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 check.
Topper, topper.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Switch up, switch up.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jones now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Jones operating from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 or.
Yeah, baby.
Go.
Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. I got it.
Protein spill.
26.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Redskins take over
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you got to show better off.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shot. Midfield.
Big sis all day. Don't throw my
The
son.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it.
Greystone, travel. 5.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
18 Gator.
Silver. Silver. Check. Check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
80 weapon. Yep. Go, go. Let go.
Jones now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Complete to number 24. A gain of 29 yards. And the Redskins...
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are able to cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for two. They're going to try and run. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get wide. 2.
Back to throw. Jones. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Crunch.
Look at me. Door.
No.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Jones. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And oh, Oh, look at that. A diving catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, here's Love. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jones. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable here for Callaway. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've gotten right back in this ballgame after a very sluggish first half. Back when you played, after he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He'll pitch it, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Rush in. Rush in. Check 13. Check. No.
Now Haskins to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Ready?
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check pass. Check four.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
56. Mike's 56.
Get it.
Jones now on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Slam.
On 1st down, Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6.
56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 56 to Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Check 56. Come on. Check 37.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Check 50.
Topper.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm on.
Hey, Zoo.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. All day, dog.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
And we'll see what his offense can do. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Mike 20. Mike.
Now Haskins. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Redskins.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Go!
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Washington.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Hopkins with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Redskins 21.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leo!
They'll go to Barkley again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, high 7.
56, Mike, 56.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
56 to Mike.
Hey, now.
Back to throw. Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Redskins pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands.